following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Right. The next morning, probably the first thing that's going to happen is that Jennifer's going to have to drag Anne, Harmony, and Tom out in a car to go head down to Chinatown. Because Sue needed them for before she had to do anything with Empress, which is this afternoon, so you've got this morning. So that's when it would have been arranged for. There they meet a cowboy and a small Asian girl. Well, this is weird.
I did vet it through you and ask if she could come along.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting her to bring another guy. Doing that on purpose, aren't you? Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, for today's itinerary before the thing, I was thinking that we could learn how to play some car racing games, because I still don't know how to do that and I have to play the Empress of car racing.
Yes, this Empress.
And then I thought maybe...
We will come back to my hotel room. I've already set up for that.
Awesome. And Tom...
Right. We're coming along, because otherwise you're totally going to... I've heard about you weirdos and Asian girls. What?
What?
And it's just like, never mind. And it's early. I was saying crazy random words. Jennifer's like, she does that.
And then for later, the later part of the day, I thought we could maybe track and trail your boyfriend guy to make sure that Babette's not being bad.
Bad bit.
Noise. You know, it's kind of like a page. You know, I thought
you were going to do it at some point.
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of payback for you helping us out.
Well, in the afternoon you're going to need to be there, so we'd better get going. Wait, so we don't need me at all? No, we do, but we're going to hang around here. But can we get Alex as well? Yeah, that won't be weird. We'll meet you there. Well, you don't even know where it is.
It's true, I don't.
Let me guess. You're staying at the hotel that looks the most like a Wild West place. No. Staying at the Grand. How can you afford that? Blew all my savings on this trip.
Kind of relying on winning then, isn't he? He's kind of relying on winning then, isn't he?
There's not a significant enough cash prize to offset that.
It's all for fun. Yeah. Not even if he beats the Empress herself.
Really, the real game will be beating in front of everyone.
Sorry.
We get to do it for that because it's actually X.
Yes.
So fuck you, Mr. When we caught that gamer just jumped
Okay, Ray's definitely going to crash now if he wasn't already.
It's probably a good thing he's there now.
Yeah. I just sent him a text later that day, be like, "You're dead, man." Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You're dead? Yeah, man.
I didn't even think of inviting Alexander along with us before. That's probably the most efficient way I could have done it.
Well. So. Here is a wheel. Here's the pedals. These are mine. We're going to spend a few minutes to readjust the looseness and the weights based on you, and you can use them at the tournament, but I'll want them back. Here's a nice big screen. I brought this with me. Right, so Formula One Grand Prix doesn't have what you would call real car physics, so learning to drive, actually a hindrance. Start teaching you how to play racing game well. This includes braking protocol, cornering, the important things. It's not just about going the fastest you can down the straights, although that does certainly help. Especially if... Yeah, I'm just thinking of Gran Turismo and the oldest like, yeah, sure, your car can do corners, but once we hit that straight, you're fucked. Because I've got the tuned up Viper.
I still remember it's just like, this is the map I can't beat him on, because he doesn't even pit. He just lets his tires completely run out and just skims the wall.
Because that Dodge Viper did not have a maximum speed. We never found the maximum speed. It was the fastest fucking thing. Like, I'm fairly sure real Vipers cannot be made to go that fast, since a Bugatti Veyron can't go that fast. So I think something was a little broken there.
Yeah. So I'm corvetting around the inner line, right at the fucking middle. I probably drove like 500 miles less.
It didn't matter, I still won.
Somebody at Polyphonic had a hard on for Vipers, obviously.
And they were right.
Well, it didn't help that he built it for high-end speed, so like the shitty...
Oh, I did not care about anything but, like, this has got to be the fastest thing. F1 cars do not count. Actually, the Veyron's faster than an F1 car, so... In a straight line. Couldn't do the call.
And while she's sitting there driving, I was like, I don't really know what happened with that thing, so I also wanted to say sorry for whatever that was.
Look, occasionally someone just decides to try and take out the other driver. If I'd been on the ball, I'd have dodged it. But I missed it. It happens. That doesn't mean there's not going to be some kind of Xander Magruder revenge plan.
It's just us playing video games against Empress for most of the...
We'll be playing each other.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. And we don't know what game it'll be. Probably one of those strange Japanese things she has.
Which is, I've never...
So suspicious of her.
I've never even seen games in Japan.
Don't go on the grass. Those rumbly things when you feel the wheel vibrate, don't go on them, it'll slow you down.
Oh, okay.
You've got to learn when you want to clip those for the best advantage and when not.
Why does the steering go loose?
Traction. Also, you kind of want that. You'll go into an explanation of why... Well, we can't finish downloading your update.
Where?
Oh, what's that? Windows 10 runs just fine without updates, so why do I need them? I clearly don't. Cry more, microfuck. It's not even a pun. Fuck them. They don't deserve the effort. I just want to know why Bill Gates named his company after his dick.
Ooh.
It's the oldest fucking joke. Like Windows 10.
Well, see, he's not the richest man in the world. Now he's just he owns the most
That'll
land.
be Geoff Bezos, won't it?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Elon passed Geoff Bezos?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that's amazing to me because I have watched a Minecraft video comparing net wealth in Minecraft terms. So there's like, here's what $100 is worth, a little gold nugget thing. Here's a brick that's like 10k. Then there's like, there's Bill Gates, and it's just like a row of gold blocks. Then there was Elon Musk, and then that thing was, and here's Geoff Bezos. So he must have. I'm guessing SpaceX has done very well for him.
Yeah. Tesla stock's also up hugely, and there was.
That's because they've actually started delivering the cars they promised.
Yeah, and the article was something like Elon Musk saying that he wants paid out in Bitcoin now.
Oh, it probably doesn't help that.
Oh, I heard great news. You know they're building a commercial space center in Texas.
Yes.
They're putting a futuristic bar in it. And knowing Elon, I demand, Elon, I know you're listening, that he call it the space bar. Because you know it's going to be something fucking punny from that motherfucker. Do it, Elon! I know you're listening.
It probably doesn't help that the
Elon
Facebook and Twitter's fucking them losing billions a day ever since banning a certain someone from the
Ever since
platform.
their censorship outstripped their use as a platform. And ever since they banded together to get rid of Parler.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, bullshit. I just signed up.
Yeah, that and what is it? One of the airlines, I think it's Virgin, has also just done a thing where they launched a rocket from a high-flying.
Not a novel idea, but
well,
workable.
they got satellites into space from it, so nice.
SpaceX!
I don't have a base up there yet.
Yes, I like it.
Well, then you know what you're going to have to call it, space.
I've only got the death
Never
laser.
over, Drake.
I got the death laser up there, but I haven't built anything around it yet.
I'm not allowing player characters to have orbital lasers.
Especially because
That's a super villain thing.
It's a villain thing, yeah.
And don't worry, once the chrono shift catches up with Thomas Drake, all of his knowledge is going to be sucked away too. Sweating Grey? Am I being serious? You don't know.
no, my 14 cooking.
Earth Angel! Earth Angel! Please be mine!
You just get up one morning and go to have breakfast, and he's like, "I burnt the toast. How did that happen? I never burned the toast."
To be fair, sir, you never cook anything.
I just scraped the black off.
It won't come off! Right. Then he just gets a napkin, puts it on. From now on, you shall be known as Black Toast.
No, a pigeon!
Get it, black toast.
He's just sitting there. He's not
Get him ice toast!
Ice toast! Ice toast!
You know he'll call it mana or something because it's like the.
Asthmatic dubstep.
Don't you think it'll start your attack?
Alright, might as well stop here then since we're just fucking around. It's your boy, Clash Vikings. No, so that's what Sue's going to be doing all morning. Which leaves everyone else free to wake up in the order they want to wake up in.
Well, I believe Alex is getting woken up by Jen and Co coming around.
Yeah, and then they'll be over there and they'll be like, oh, so we can't actually do any of this today, so we'll just make sure this guy doesn't molest you. But not in those words.
Yes.
Even though you bought him with the aid of a beefy guy.
Well, he's into that sort of thing. He might be into this sort of thing.
Jennifer and Alexander will make a game of just snooping around his hotel room without being noticed, if possible, and finding all they can.
Let's see how stealthy I am in a single stealth. 19 on the die, I'm pretty good.
Oh, Rage Monster. It's your boy, Rage Monster. Right, anyone else?
Sorry to be up to organise con, but that's basically what she'll be doing, so we can probably just skim over the fact that she is organising the final day.
If you just want to skim over your main character, that's fine.
Well, you know, up until we actually open up, or unless something comes up during the prep
Well,
phase, basically.
Well, we've had a bunch of complaints, so I had to let Alice go for today.
But she was actually quite good.
And then yes, everyone's complaining. A lot. Nudges a giant bag of complaint slips.
Poor Alice.
If you insist.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said something about hot dogs.
No, I said poor Alice because I know
Yes, yes.
she hasn't been being treated well by her real masters, so...
Don't call them that.
You okay?
Sir, no gods, no kings, you know.
I'm sure the last few days have been stressful on you with the, kidnappings, the interruptions, the guy on the green glider shooting up the place.
Well, let's try and get through the rest of today with as much dignity as possible. Someone give me a bigger lolly.
You can picture it there.
Who picked these costumes?
You did, sir.
I did not.
Okay, then.
I also need SpaceX to, knowing the internet and polls and everything, just name two of their things like Spacey McSpaceface and Hitler did nothing wrong. just like, oh, these are these two things. The whole internet will be like, oh, what do we do now?
Yeah, the first shuttle they make, the next Spacey McSpaceface, or Hitler did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
This apartment of Thomas's that I am staying in, he said it was like a stocked prepper place, so I was just wondering how much stocked up food does it have?
About 2 months.
About 2.
Mostly concentrates and unappealing MREs.
No beans.
They ate
There
the
are some
beans.
beans.
There are some beans. Less beans than before, certainly, but 2 months for one person.
So half a month for a rabbit.
Month.
Yeah.
Half a mouth for a rabbit.
I was thinking of distributing the food, but it would be tricky to distribute it without causing chaos, in a way, if you don't have enough for the mass
Oh,
people.
the second word got out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a thought. What if you just take it to where you were volunteering and just surreptitiously mix in a little bit of...
They don't have any
food.
FUD at them. Well, I haven't been back in a few days, but...
Yeah. But when the FUD's back, just mixing it in with it, and that way you get that little, like, this will last longer thing.
Someone will
that was-
notice and then a riot will happen.
It actually would cause more problems than good.
The only option I've come up with that wouldn't cause any chaos is just distributing it to Old Town Shamakonda, because presumably they're starving as well, and they're a little more secular.
They have
But they
graceful
can
dough.
hunt red scorpions and things and kill them in the... I
Which
don't
is
know.
probably worse.
And they have graceful dough. She's eating cakes and...
I don't think
I'm sure that's her...
Have you seen
power.
Graceful Dough? I don't think she's sharing.
And wouldn't they be preppers from way back? They've probably got big square houses of food underneath.
What, can we roll on a bit?
That'll probably be a next season thing anyway. Skinwalker will just shower, get ready, and go along to the convention early to watch out for troubles, as there has been many troubles.
Wearing...
He didn't make it into the finals, so he might just go in some regular clothes. He'll wear his suit that he hasn't worn for a wee bit,
Oh, wow.
but not with the jacket, I guess. A little more casual.
Sand will just get up and shower, grab some breakfast. No, Mum?
There's Mum. Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Mum. Breakfast?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm heading to the gaming convention soon.
Of course you are. Have fun.
I will, but I've got Lyle's there too, so, put on a show with mate. Anything you want done before I go?
No, you should be fine. Just be good.
I'm always good.
Otherwise you're going to lose.
Well, that's true. And there's some stiff competition.
of other children who play video games. And some adults, yes, I know.
They're mostly adults. They're all, well, apart from Sue.
I don't know, Sue.
No, Sue's from my old school, actually.
I'm saying.
Yeah, she's there entering it for the school. I don't know why. Something. Actually, it would be about the state control of whatever you.
Yes, most agreeable man.
Yeah. I have memes. I don't know. Anyway, I'll might catch you later, Mum. So I'll head to the base.
Yeah.
Except
He doesn't mean that one, though. He means the other one. He's trapping you all.
No, I was going to my G spot.
Oh!
It was already submitted me outside. I'm not going to let Xander Magruder get away again.
And he goes to the subway.
Damn it!
This is your fault.
Clearly not.
You're in charge.
We ought to be able to keep better tabs on him as someone that made it into the finals. But no, she was too busy trapping me in the bathroom.
What? And I wasn't allowed to kill the competition.
I could help if you let me come.
Quiet, Joe!
Oh, sorry.
You gotta help me do this sick kickflip. Under there and dunk a basket. I don't remember where we were. We just played Number Wang. And therefore, this may be a surprise to some listeners, but Ken won this round. Did I ask you? Fuck.
You could at least have some input. Just interrupting with nothing.
Wait, hang on. Echo. Is 7 Number Wang?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Hewlett.com, according to independent firm StatCounter, Microsoft's Windows 7 will have the #1 market share of all operating systems, OS.
It's very Number Wang,
by the end
actually.
of this month.
Will have! They stopped supporting it last year! This means no one's using Windows 10 because it sucks! You stupid bitch! Thanks. I'm retarded. Like your face. Right, I believe, as a Skinwalker was leaving his building. Oh, you know what Skinwalker gets? Oh wait, no, you were going to the battle station.
Yes.
He acknowledged it! Cannon!
That's what it's called now.
Now we just need the 2 T's to fall over. And
You arrive at your base.
Yep. I'll go inside upstairs and
Welcome back, Master. We have completed building that remaining transceiver you wanted. You should be able to put it anywhere on the vehicle of your choice now, Master.
thank you very much.
You need only to collect it from the engineering department, or it can be placed in your room for a small fee.
That's fine. How are the prisoners?
They are being treated well, Master. I have administered 1 ration of government FUD and 1 ration of water, sir.
Can you give them, for each portion of FUD, give them a portion of food as well, thanks.
I will endeavour to comply with your request, Master.
Are they still exhibiting hive mind? Or are they...
I'm afraid I am
Don't know.
unable to determine that, Master.
Oh, God,
It
yeah.
is far beyond my limited programming to be able to interpret the psychological state of a real, thinking, breathing person, Master.
Has the doctor-
I'm deeply sorry if I have failed you in any way, and will completely understand if you chose to disassemble my core, Master. It would be the least punishment that I deserved, and having been unable to to fulfill your desires as designed to, Master.
How's the rest of the repair of the base going?
It is proceeding apace, Master.
Has the doctor checked up on the patients? I mean, the prisoners.
I have no knowledge of that, Master. Certainly no instruction to do so was logged in the system.
Alright. I'll go down and see the prisoners.
Okay.
I'll stay in the shadows, obviously. And then I'll just, I'll get a ball or something, just bounce it down the middle and see what they all do.
One of them just goes like, following the ball with their head bobbing in motion.
And none of the other ones?
Nope.
Doctor. I can't get the doctor on this. I'll go see him. So I'll go up to the doctor.
Ah, there's a fine example of humanity's finest development. Healthy, male, white. It superconducts my circuits not to see a filthy darky darkening this presence with their savage folk ways. I'm referring to niggers.
Not even gonna. We've got prisoners down in the cells.
Huh? Why wasn't I informed?
That's why.
We've got to make sure they're being kept in accordance with the Geneva Convention. Wouldn't want to be like Emperor Bokassa the First, a filthy darky. That's what separates us from the animals. That and table manners. White skin.
They are exhibiting a collective mind.
Oh, don't worry, we'll fix that. I've got the old collective mind cleaner right here.
No.
You're no fun, you know that?
I realize
I'll
that.
keep this around in case any of the McCoys show up.
What I'd like to know is if they're still exhibiting the hive mind.
Oh, I could administer a few cognitive tests and compare results to see if they're capable of learning from one another. Will that suit you?
I don't understand it myself, so yes.
I'll get right on it. I'll let your computer slave know when the results are ready.
Thank you.
Let me get my kit here. There we go.
Also, just check if there's any...
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day.
Oh, God, the poor
Hi,
guys.
hi, what a wonderful day. Plenty of white guys heading my way. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. I love Disney. Disney. Sorry, it's Disney. Don't sue me.
I'll go up and
I said don't!
and check if there's any messages on it, the blinking lights on the comms.
There is not.
That's
But
all right.
you have, however, in your slot, been delivered. Surprise, motherfuckers!
We have papers.
There's one more paper!
Well, keep going.
Okay, Nerd Convention. Oh, okay, so it's called Rock's Post, Monday 25th of March 2013. Nerd Convention Causes Crime by Lycos Selchuk. It didn't even take a whole day of the Archaeologists convention to prove video games cause crime. Mutants, driven to violence that they learned from the video games they were just playing, attacked a poor, innocent bazooka cop. Fortunately, heavy-armed members of the military were there to bring down the mutant game criminals. When asked for a comment, the leader of the unit had this to say: "Have no fear, citizen. Violence has once again been solved a problem. It is now safe to play clean, safe American baseball."
I wonder who said that.
Amazing. When confronted about the violence the convention was causing, the organizer, possible terrorist leader Lyle Lowell, said, "Are you crazy? Video games don't cause violence." He then put on a titillating peep show where sexy women undressed when their fake characters got hurt. A sick S&M burlesque featuring hot woman, Xander Magruder in his hilarious clown shorts, and a fat girl who thankfully stayed dressed. The show only gets more depraved when you know that one of the strippers is Ultra Girl using a fake name. Like anyone confuse her for an ordinary pair.
Forgot I wrote that.
Sadly, for all of you, cameras were strictly forbidden, so we have the only photos. We don't know who the Asian girl is wearing the shining glove, but she was exchanging significant looks with Xander Magruder all night.
It's clearly Michael Jackson.
Disgusting.
I like that Brendan's looking at a small blurry picture instead of the large version behind him. No, I would have got some weird looks down at the printing place if I was like, I need this at A1. It's for game night. I'm not gay.
I'm not
I'm
gay.
also not weird in that way. Yes, I am actually. Look, stop judging me.
Disgusting party in secluded nook. P. Busman Smythe. I had just finished congratulating myself and finding a shady nook to take respite from the noise and revelry in the Crowley Centre when a band of noisome louts invaded my seclusion. A young man in a snappy hat was deep in discussion with a masked criminal covered in tattoos. The discussion topic also inflamed my outrage. Sexual conduct. I have no idea what performing a 619 might involve, but I have no wish to know, as a mere 69 proved to be entirely too pornographic for my composure. Nonetheless, they clattered up T stairs, accompanied by a crowd of outlandishly dressed sex perverts. I had to flee before I bore witness to an orgy of unacceptable behaviour. The seemingly quiet cellars were not much better. On another note, I am humbled and grateful for your letters. My best wishes to all of you, dear readers.
Oh my god.
Well, am I doing the third one? Or?
I thought you were, because you're here. It's up to you, though.
Right. Asian girl plays with boys. Lana Spelt. You know what they say about Asian girls. Wink. Xander Magruder may find out for himself, as he's been the centre of attention after winning the silly game thing at the Archaeologist convention. The so-called Empress has crowned him the Thunderdome champion, and they seem very close. Of course, you all remember Empress is the hard-bodied little thing with the middle arm from the steamy nerd game on the first night. And you probably also remember the numerous shared glances the pair shared then. If you could tear your eyes off the obvious Ultra Girl flesh being flaunted by a certain fake-named whore, nonetheless, the Asian girl played games with a bunch of losers who can't do anything in the real world.
Oh, crap, by Ethan Williams.
Oh boy.
Jean Reynolds has arrived on duty in style. The mechanical calf blew the brains out of 3 mutants in a tense hostage situation in one clean draw. Those optics must be top of the line. Sadly, the crap APC then burst through the wall and put the hostages in hospital. Oh, crap!
Fanboys try to collect nerd celebrities by Randall Randallson. Strange mental collective fanboys spent the nerd terrorism training camp called the Archaeologists Convention, kidnapping mainly women and attempting to put them in card sleeves to collect them in mint condition. But the power course stopped them cold by gassing the fanboys and turning them over to the DMV. DMV spokesman Blurf Whedon said, returning these people to their old selves may not be possible, but we have a good chance of separating them from the collective mind they share. This collective is an extreme example of the danger of this nerd subculture. Parents are to be warned.
That moment when someone reads out the temp name you forgot to replace with a proper one, and now Blurf Whedon is a real person
Who works for the DMV.
Josh's cousin.
What's worse is actually a spokesman, so
Yeah.
you hear his name more often.
Also, you have to use a different temp name. Bring on Pete Rimgar.
Until he works for the DMV too.
It'll be Faffy Waffle.
Date auction raises $500,000 by Jenna McDouglas. The sleazy pimp in fat pants, Lyle Lull, managed to raise nearly $500,000 US for veterans hospitals. The meat market was set to raise a mild 150,000, but the addition of 90,000 in rubies raised further questions when they were appraised. The rubies have been confirmed as rare second-generation Atlantean, a particular cut and quality of ruby highly sought after by the tech industry and mad scientists, as being almost as effective as ruby crystals of Burma. The far smaller with a clear clarity jewelers also love. Damn, more death lasers.
Crime Watch by Pelin Fullgreen. Shit must be crazy, yo! Strange creatures attacking! Tech exhibits at conventions, bizarre old men raving about impractical tunnels, mutants destroying computers, and color-coded Sentai teams fighting each other for supremacy. No one will be spared! No one!
Millionaire teacher opens gym by Eric Brasarios. Local lush and irresponsible teacher Jamie Eatonham recently came into some good luck when she was rescued from atop a satanic altar and woke up with a state lottery ticket entitling her to millions of American money dollars. Naturally, she wisely invested it in... No. She opened a gym. A gym for poor people, as the membership fees are stupidly low. I think everyone would be happier with super buff bodies, and they'd be healthier too. Why should gyms be for the wealthy? Because, you moron, gym equipment is expensive, and as is the insurance for the gym, and poor people can't afford to pay enough to keep a place like this open. This is the kind of thinking you get when you spend all your time exercising your muscles and not your mind.
Oh, God.
This is perfect.
Chink girl outraces other nerds in made-up race. Anita Pound Beef.
Pound beef? The reaction is exactly what I wanted.
With one fake victory in a fake game for losers who can't do things in real life, a small Asian girl has taken one step closer to saving the garbage skull that parents put their little crotch goblins in to keep them out of their hair. Why? Who knows? This means they have only to win the battle of the bands and pass an exam collectively, so these little morons are basically fucked.
Yeah, they said that last time, but we keep winning things.
Yeah, these morons are fucking things up.
Escapism Now by Kyler Funkenhuckle. The film depicts the ordeal of King Randy Savage, who touched off the Regency crisis of 1989, triggering a power struggle between factions of Parliament under the Tory Prime Minister Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the reform-minded leader of the opposition, Ted DiBiase. At first, the Macho King's habits appear mildly eccentric and are purposefully ignored for reasons of state. The Macho King is seen as being highly concerned with the well-being and productivity of the WWE and continually exhibits an encyclopedic knowledge of the families of even the most obscure royal appointments. In fact, the Macho King is growing more unsettled, largely over the loss of that mixed-bag tag match against Dusty Rhodes. Macho King's wife, Miss Elizabeth, aggravates the situation, knowing that she would be named regent in the event the Macho King was found incapacitated. Miss Elizabeth chafes under her husband's repeated criticism, but also hopes for Regency to allow her greater freedom to slap the crap out of Sherry. Savage also knows that he has the moral support of Hulk Hogan, who is eager to put across an agenda unlikely to pass under the current administration, including the abolition of the people challenging Hulk Hogan for his WWE Heavyweight World title and friendlier relations with America. Knowing that the Macho King's behaviour is exacerbated in public, Ted DiBiase arranges for a Royal Rumble match. The King reacts, as expected, interrupting the wrestlers acting inappropriately towards Miss Elizabeth and finally assaulting Hulk Hogan with the scepter. Hopefully this will be the last time we're exposed to really bizarre wrestling-themed versions of movies. Rated, ooh yeah! And then there's the poster of The Madness of the Macho King.
Fuck yeah. They could make so much money if they just made these movies.
Okay, R.
Cardcaptor Capture by Max Cruelty. The American obsession with creating demand from nothing and then convincing each other the item holds worth and inflating the amount of money they waste. This is exemplified by the value placed on Magical Gatherings cards. A card made by a company which can ruin their value at any time by printing more. This weekend, a crook with a tiny teleporter was stealing cards from players at the Archaeologists convention, an event which cruelly and racistly denied German participation. Perhaps this is just comeuppance for their hatred of German culture. However, the organizers employed a literal monster to hunt down the thief and capture him.